All right, guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage, straight out of content. I'm going to be doing like what do we want to call it? Like a review type of video. So I seen this guy ride with Yusuf on TikTok, and he is a car dealer, and it looks like he's a pretty big car dealer. I don't know what state he's in, but shout out to you, man. You're doing a lot of good content because I came across one of his videos while doing my last video here, and I'm going to show you guys my screen here in a second. Just wanted to kind of start the video off a little bit different here. Carl's Garage. So he has Kia is the worst reliable car or SUV to buy, and it's like exclamation, stuff like that. So he's got like a two-minute video. We're definitely going to get into it and review it. Again, I'd like to give you guys like actual experts and stuff like that who keep telling you these cars are bad. I know I did the one with the car wizard. That one went viral, especially on Straight Outta Content. This video will be placed on Straight Outta Content. I have another video that I just created for my book on Carl's Garage, so definitely go check that out. Remember, the book is in the link in the description down below, so go check that out. If you need any help, I actually got a guy right now asking me, and I'll show you guys my screen here in a second. I had another lady today when I dropped the video about the book. She bought the book again. Two people bought the book again at $20 a pop. So thank you so much for all your support. They bought the book again because I guess they lost the link or something like that. And then the second lady, the lady who bought the book again, she already had her engine replaced once, and the second engine is failing, and she's having to do it again. So now she wants all the paperwork and stuff like that. It's crazy. So I just want to say thank you to all you people. Everybody out there, all you people, everybody out there who is purchasing the Carl's Garage handbook. Again, I seen some reviews on my Amazon. Just buy it from the link. Don't go to Amazon and buy it, because then you're not going to get the link. You're just going to get kind of the pamphlet. So there were some people in there upset, but I'm like, you got to watch my videos, because I tell you, if you buy the book, there's a link, and I'll send you the link, and then you have access to all the files, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. So we're going to hop over to my other screen. We're going to watch this guy ride with Yusuf. And we're going to just comment on his video. It's a really good video. I've been telling you guys this for a very long time. I'm going to be doing a lot more Carl's Garage stuff on Straight Outta Content and Carl's Garage channel. So check out both YouTube channels. In fact, YouTube is anytime if you have a monetized channel, there's a section in your YouTube studio to where it tells you suggested videos, and it like uses AI to create thumbnails and stuff like that. Well, 100% of the videos that YouTube is begging Straight Outta Content to make is car related stuff, especially Kia stuff. So I'm just going to give it what it's, what it needs. We've been doing a lot of business and stuff like that, but we're going to be pumping back up all the channels, getting everything back up to running, because this might be my lowest month in a very long time being paid from YouTube, and that's not good. So we're heading into different times, so we want to definitely pump all these numbers up. We want to get as much exposure as possible. I will be putting all these videos on TikTok as well, so I'll be pumping up the Straight Outta Content TikTok channel as well, and just again sharing as much information as possible. I'm actually working on a second book. My wife Chelly is like, Carl, you got to finish your second book. You got to finish your second book for 2025. It's done. I just have to do all the visuals, but the second book is already written. It's just an updated version, and I think it includes a few other things aside of it. I got to go through it though and proofread it and stuff like that. But sorry, I'm getting tired. It's pretty late here. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into this video, guys. And again, thank you for everybody who has supported the channel. So I'm going to go over here and click my second screen, and we're going to watch his video.
Do not buy Kias. Kias are the worst cars to buy when it comes to reliability, and they will leave you stranded. Let me tell you why. As a dealer, I sell many cars, and but I learned the hard way to stay away from Kias. This is why I don't have many Kias, if not any Kias, in my inventory, because not only do they have motor issues, electrical issues, and I just have...
Okay, so let me pause that, guys. Let me pause that. Let me bring myself back on screen here. I'm actually going to minimize myself here, guys, because I kind of want to touch on that. I'll put myself right here. All right, so kind of just want to touch on that little segment. Let me move him over here to the left a little bit. Really want to touch on that. Again, I try to bring you guys experts. I try to bring you guys people who actually do this. So I just did a video recently on both channels, Straight Outta Content, Carl's Garage, where I tell you guys about the flying wheels guy or whatever. Go check out those videos on both of the channels where I comment. He is a dealer. He purchased Kia, I think it was like or a Hyundai Veloster. He sold it to a guy, and the guy like flipped out on the internet and claimed that he was a scam and da 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 da. And he wasn't. So the same thing with Yusuf. Yusuf is telling you, hey, don't buy these cars. I'm a dealer. I got Mercedes. You seen that nice ass GT over there? Like he's got an AMG GT, Mustangs, all types of nice cars, and he's got these Kias, and they keep costing him money. They're like he said, they got engine issues, electric issues, fit and finish issues, like with the antennas. I still sell hundreds of dollars of antennas a month for people whose antennas just flap smooth off in the car wash. So I just really wanted to just touch on that part that, again, everyone sees my videos and they're like, well, that's just your opinion, your opinion, your opinion. And it's like, well, how much longer are you going to ignore the experts? How much longer are you going to ignore the people that do this on a regular basis? Don't blame us for giving you the information that is out there. Don't blame us. Don't knock us for telling you what is the truth. These cars are only meant, and he's going to touch on it here in a second. These cars are only meant for like really the first 100,000 miles max. They're just throwaway cars. They're like an old phone. Like you use it and in a year you throw it away. Literally, that's what most of us do with our phones anyway, right? We use an iPhone 15. By the time we get the iPhone 17, it's time to throw your iPhone 15 away. And same thing with Kia, Hyundai cars, and Genesis as well. So I'm going to let him go ahead and finish, but I'll stay right here so I can watch right here. So I'll kind of watch like this.
A high return rate on these. When you sell a Kia Soul or a Kia Forte or a Hyundai, some people can't even get them insured because insurance companies are no longer insuring Kias because they were very easy to steal. I've had 4 Kias come back, 2 Kias.
All right, so he's right. And so I've never even covered the theft thing because it's like, good Lord, how much poop can we put on the pile? How much poop can we put on the pile? Poop pile. Yeah, Kia is a poop pile. No, seriously, how much can we do? Like, they already are horrible running cars. The reliability is horrible. I was actually looking, and I'll do a video on it. I was looking on a website for cars. I'm always looking for different cars. And on the website, it was like a bonded title page where they sell you like cars that got like a little bit of damage, but you can fix them up. And again, you always want to search everything right by lowest price, right? You can do alphabetical order and start at like Audi and then go to BMW and go all the way down Chevy, Or you can just go by lowest price and then it's going to give you different makes and models, but it's going to show the lowest price first. And I mean, I shop everywhere, but always the lowest prices, always. And it was 2 things. The Hyundais and Kias were the lowest priced cars. So they're like 1,800, but all the Hyundais and Kias, every single one of them, I got to find this website, every single one of them had engine issues. 100% of them had engine issues. All the other cars had like a rear end smashed in, a front end smashed in, something like that. But every single Hyundai Kia had engine issues. And they're selling these cars with bonded titles. And you guys think that you can buy a car with a bonded title or a salvage title or a rebuilt title, and you think that you can get your engine replaced once that engine blows, but you can't. So I keep telling you, like, you got to be very, very, very careful with purchasing these cars. And this guy is an expert. He sells millions of dollars worth of cars a year, way more than me, way more than anybody out there. His dealership is legit. But yes, he is 100% right. They don't want to, there's a lot of states that are like, I'm not going to, or they will insure the car, but it's going to be like way more. They add crazy amount if you have a Kia Hyundai, especially the models that can be stolen, because I don't think they fixed it till like 2020. They didn't care. They didn't care. They just don't care.
Optimas, this Kia Sorento, and also another Kia that is at Kia to get an engine replaced. Now, Kia's brand new do offer an amazing...
That is at Kia to get an engine. I wonder, did he see my videos? Yo, Yusuf, let me know if you saw my videos, man. Maybe we can do some content together. But yeah, at Kia to get an engine replaced. That's why I got the Carl's Garage handbook. Let me go ahead and show you guys my book and everything that you're gonna get in it. Shout out to all the people who purchased my book. This guy right here, 3 times he commented today. Hello, Carl. I have a 2016 Kia Optima 2.4 liter, same car as him. I did bought the car off a different person. I'm not sure if I have the KSD as my engine blew up and have a Rob knock. I called the Kia dealer. They said my car didn't have the recall, but I know, yeah, that's insane. They said my car didn't have the recall. So I'm saying, but if your engine already blew before you got the KSDS, you better hope that that person before you who you bought the car from has the KSDS. But again, look, commented on 3 different videos. This is the desperation. Somebody, where in Texas? Oh, this is to fix the crack. Another person here 7 hours ago, 1 day ago. Like, these are all the people who I haven't answered. If I click this button right here, it's going to be all the people who I have answered. But in the book, I just want to show you guys, this right here is the Kia Hyundai Engine Replacement Handbook. You're going to get everything that you need inside of it. A special guide to help you getting your engine replaced. The link is in the description below of this video, but these are all the documents that you're going to get in this book, right? So you're going to get the standard book, blah, 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 right? Boom, get the book with a table of contents. You're going to get the pamphlet. The reason why I have it like this is because I really want people to like print this out, staple it together, and stick it in your glove box if you have a Kia. Like, you should really seriously carry this thing around you. Carry this thing around with you. And again, on top of this book, you're going to get access to all of these documents. So this is not just for Kias, it's also for Hyundais, Kias, and any other car, all the lawsuits. So this way, whenever you have an issue with a dealer, you bring all these documents to the dealer. I guarantee you walk it. Now, this is, mind you, this is all if you have the KSDS. That is their loophole. If you do not have the KSDS, and that's what this pamphlet right here is, this right here is to let you know about the KSDS, about the knock sensor. So again, I would buy the book, print everything in here that you can print, especially this pamphlet, and walk in there and tell them, hey, I don't have the KSDS, right? This is for the people who don't have it. I don't have it, but also lifetime warranty. Somebody asked me today that they got their second engine and that they got a 12-month warranty. And I'm like, no, it's a lifetime warranty. But in addition to lifetime warranty, you may be eligible to receive compensation. Yes. Oh, here we go. Kia will not deny a warranty claim solely because you do not have your records to show that you maintain your vehicle. However, damage or failure caused by owner's neglect covered under warranty, including lifetime warranty, given the Kia connection, So yes, they want you to have your maintenance and stuff like that records looked at and make sure you have your records. But if you don't, you can't be denied for that. But again, if you have all of this stuff, this right here is going to help your case if you have the KSDS. You do not have that software and your engine blows. I'm telling you right now, they're going to deny you. There's nothing that I can do. And that's why I tell people, look, if you don't want to buy the book, you don't want to print out all this stuff, just Google, like I just did right here, to find this Kia recall going on in Canada. Oh, by the way, Canada, they're just denying everybody. So there's nothing I can do. Don't even buy the book. Don't even watch the videos because there's nothing that can be done in Canada. You guys are done. Here in America, you can, but not in Canada. You're just shit out of luck. But again, like I tell everybody, purchase the book, especially if you got a Kia Hyundai, like you're saying, a Sorento, a Sportage, a Optima, a Sonata, whatever other Hyundai models there are, especially of 2010 to probably like 2020, between those years, like a decade. A lot of people have these cars. They get hit up every day. Here's another lawsuit. Here's another settlement of all the different cars. Just print out everything and get that KSDS. Let's go ahead. Let's get back into this video.
Price point for features, technology, safety, but after a while they degrade so quickly, especially knowing that Kia offers a 100,000-mile warranty. You're probably going to spend 50 or 60,000 of those miles in service. These motors consume oil like crazy, and they will leave you stranded in a heartbeat.
Yes. So there's a few things that he said there. Let me go back because there's a few things that I want to touch on right there.
Quickly, especially knowing that Kia offers a 100,000-mile warranty.
Yes. So with that 100,000-mile warranty, that's just to get you in the door. So you're thinking and they keep promoting that as if their car is reliable, and it's not. And remember, they market to a certain demographic, them and Nissan. Right? Toyotas cost too much. Lexus cost too much. BMWs cost too much, even though cheaper BMWs dropping and they really flood the used market. But when it comes to foreign cars, Kia's at the lowest. You're able to get into a Kia very low. Same thing with Nissan too. You're able to get into both of them very low. He knows that because he's worked at a dealership. I worked at a dealership. Like I said, when I worked at I won't even name the dealership, but when I worked there, CarMax, when I worked there, they were like, whatever somebody can't get into, get them into a Nissan Altima, 100%. That was like the number one thing. Like, no matter what they say, if they get denied, there will always be approved for a Nissan Altima, which is like the worst car. At least the engines run good in Nissans, but the transmissions are horrible. They actually changed the transmissions, and all the new 2025 moving forward, they changed transmissions. But Nissan's got so bad, that's why they had to merge with Mitsubishi and Honda. Like, that's how bad. Oh, by the way, Acura Honda is like right up there with Toyota, even though they started having a lot of issues recently with their turbo engines. But anyway, my point is that Kias are not reliable under any circumstance. I don't care how many people contact me telling me, oh, it's mine's got 400,000 miles on it, right? You know, there are some fish that have wings, but not all. You just see what I'm saying? Like, there are some fish that fly. There are white tigers exist, albino alligators exist. Like, yes, they exist, but they're not the norm.
You're probably going to spend 50 or 60,000 of those miles in service. These motors consume oil like crazy, and they will leave you stranded in a heartbeat. Here we have a 2015 or 2016 Kia Sorento. I'm talking about every option. It has the 360 cameras, adaptive cruise control.
And that's the thing. People, unfortunately, lower credit scores and stuff like that, or decent credit scores, or your average person is making maybe 40 or 50 grand a year. They see all the features in these Kias and in these Hyundais and in these Genesis, right? They see all these features and they're like, oh man, it's got everything, right? Oh man, it must be good. Look at all the quality. Oh, I haven't heard anything, right? You haven't heard anything, right? And you're thinking, well, why would I get this? This one has more features than the Toyota, right? First off, the resale value of Kia Hyundai Genesis is not even close to that of a Hyundai, Toyota, Lexus, Honda, really any other car. They got like the lowest resale value. Hands down, especially any of those cars that you're looking at on the screen, they're not even close to any of those. Even a shit BMW, a 3 Series BMW from like 2016 is going to hold its value way, especially 2016, if it's got 335i in it, is going to hold its value way more than any Hyundai or Kia. Hands down, regardless of the features. You get like a stripped down 3 Series, it's still going to hold its value more than a Hyundai or Kia. And those cars have a lot of issues. Same thing with Mercedes, the C-Class and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't really know. Chevy doesn't really make too many cars anymore. They're really kind of discontinued. The Impala was trash. But even that would still hold its, or the Malibu or whatever, even those cars. And then the SUVs, of course, the Chevy, Buick, GMC, Ford, Explorer, all those cars are going to hold their values more than any Hyundai or Kia. Like, every one that I just named has been a Tahoe. Again, I can continue to go on. Yukon, like for the American brands, these cars are the Durango, right? I can continue to go on and on and on if I'm going to SUVs or vehicles or, cars. I don't like Chargers, but those, again, they all still hold their value more than a Hyundai or Kia. The Camry, the Accord, they all do. Not Infiniti or the Altima or the Maxima, but it's the reason why.
You got the sport rims. You got heated and cooled seats. You got everything. I'm 75,000 miles in this Kia. Fully loaded Kia with 75,000 miles already has rod bearing issues. And I feel like that's Kia's strategy.
Yeah, and he's about to get to a really great strategy. And I've been trying to tell people, you guys all think, oh, it's got, 175,000 miles and nothing has happened. It's got the safety rating. Oh, it's got the JP Power. Listen, all those awards are paid for, buddy. All those awards are paid for. They do all these NBA commercials. They have a demographic at which they target 100%. That's why they're in the NBA. I'll just leave it there. Kia Hyundai has a demographic which they will approve your ass for, and you will get into that car, secondhand owner, even first-time owner. And by the time you get to this point, it's already too late. They've already got their money. They've already moved on.
As rod-bearing issues. And I feel like that's Kia's strategy. They want to sell you on their features and their technology rather than the durability and reliability of their motor and transmission.
Exactly.
But the crazy part is this motor was already replaced by Kia. So I bought this Kia from the auction. So exactly.
He's on his second motor. So he must know, like, he's pretty smart. If it was already on a second motor and then it looks like he's about to get this motor replaced again, that means that car has a KSDS. So he knows exactly what he's doing. Hopefully he watched my videos and he's able to get all these motors replaced smart-wise, meaning the last guy went into buying a Hyundai without freaking doing his homework. He obviously did his homework. It sounds like he's not going to sell these cars anymore because they're such a headache. But again, he did his homework. Second motor. He's a dealer buying it from the auction. So that means somebody from the auction messed it up, sent it to Kia, got the engine replaced, threw it back in the auction. He picked it up. Now he's on his second motor, all by 75,000 miles.
To a customer, told me the engine was replaced. Not even 10,000 miles later, it's having oil consumption, rod bearing breakdown issues. Look how beautiful and
So hopefully he's seeing this, and like I said, him and I can get in touch. So again, so many of you people think, oh, well, I got a new engine, the engine, I got a new engine. No, you didn't. They're replacing them with used engines. They're not making the Theta 2 anymore. They've already moved on to a whole new engine. I forgot what it is, but it's like a 2.5 liter. They've already moved on to a new engine. The K5 has a 2.5 liter. These are 2 liter and 2.4 liter. 2 liter turbo, 2.4 liter naturally aspirated. So they aren't, and then they don't even have a recall for the V6. Those things just shit the bed, and you're just shit out of luck. So my point is that the oil consumption, by the way, you can burn all the oil you want. There's nothing that you can do about that except for just deal with it, period. There's no recall related to the oil consumption. So stop. I mean, I'm not going to say, so stop asking me. I'm just letting you guys know there's no recall related to that. When it comes to the rod bearings for this engine, for the Theta 2s, they don't make new ones. So they're just revamping the ones that are already out there with the exact same parts. They have a ton of old parts. So, and they'll just buy motors. These motors are everywhere. So they'll just buy motors, whip them back up into shape, and then slap them into your car. They're not making the Theta 2 anymore in Korea or at any Kia factory or Hyundai factory. So you think that you're getting a new motor, you're not. You're getting a refurbished engine with the exact same parts that failed the first time.
Metallic that oil is. Fresh oil change too. Brand new motor, and if you don't believe me, just research all any forums and Reddit posts where even Kia techs are telling people to stop buying them because they're really bad. Kia Optimas, Kia Sorrentos, the 100,000-mile warranty is great for the customer as long as you're all right with the car being in service or in the shop most of the time. And this is true. We have one customer that ended up needing a motor replaced in their Kia, and it was still underneath the campaign for Kia to replace the motor, and it is still in service. It's been 4 months later. They have not.
Yeah, so the reason why it's been 4 months later is because it's harder and harder and harder to find motors because they keep failing. So when somebody crashes their car, if it's a good motor, goes to a junkyard, Kia has to source that motor, right? Because they tell you if you do it yourself or if you touch that car yourself, you're failed. Boom, you're done. You can't get an engine replacement. So, those cars, they get repoed, all types of stuff happens, but that's basically how they're doing it. 100%. That's why it takes so long. There's not like that like with the Toyota thing, everybody says, well, Toyota's new motors. No, guess what? They're making that motor. So Toyota tells you, they send you out a whole thing. Hey, bring your car in. We've got a new motor. We're sending it from Japan. And you don't got to pay no tariffs and none of that stuff because it's coming from Japan. And they're sending that motor to all these Toyota dealerships to replace it for you. It's not what Hyundai or Kia is doing or Genesis. These cars, they don't care. And they're going to, if they find a motor, they find a motor. If not, don't, what are you going to do? Please stay the hell away from these cars.
An approval yet. And I'm sure that is very frustrating to just have your car sitting at the dealership knowing that nobody's touching it or working on it. But all in all, if you want to save yourself the trouble, stay away from Kias, stay away from Hyundais, stay away from the 1.6 motors, turbo or not, Hyundai the same thing, and you will save yourself so much time.
See, he's talking about, so as a correction for him, he's talking about the 1.6 liter engines. Those are like in the Kia Souls and stuff like that. That's not even the major issues. The biggest ones are the 2 liter and the 2.4 liter. Stay away from all Hyundai Kia engines, not the V6, not the V8, nothing. You notice I had a V8 for like a little while in I forgot what SUV, and then that was crap, and then they had it again in some Genesis motors, and then they pulled it again because all their products are specifically designed to run for maybe 50,000 miles and then be done. Yes, you got some lucky ones that last longer. And like I said, white tigers exist, but they're not the norm. The norm is these cars and their value as far as engines and reliability is horrible. Just stay away from them.
Not being in the service shop or waiting for your car to be serviced.
Yep. So shout out to him. Go ahead, subscribe to him. And that's going to be it for this video. I know it's a super long one, but I just want to really let you guys know that if you have any issues with your car, with your Kia or Hyundai, I have the book. Please go support it. Again, it's my guide to help you get your engine replaced. You can get it right here in the link in the description down below. It's going to take you to the link that looks like this. Come in here, you can read everything and then just hit add to cart and purchase it. I am working on, I have the Straight Outta Content website, so I'm building that. So this way you don't have to go through my other business to purchase the book. And there'll be other videos that I'll put on the Straight Outta Content website too, as well. And again, if you want to talk to me personally, just email me at straightoutofcontent@gmail.com if you want to book some time with me. I'm going to be making more time for people as everything else is kind of running itself. I'm going to be making more time for people to help them with their problems. I will also be going live too. So where if you can't pay, then you can just catch me on a live and ask me some questions. But I do have a lot of people who have been, because I got so busy, I was traveling for business and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to just sit down and help people. But my wife is like, hey, people keep asking, so are you going to help people again? So yes, I will be helping people again. Again, it's, I think it's like, I was charging like $50 for a half an hour. I give you half an hour of my time for $50 and we go through your whole situation. But before I help anybody, just to let you guys know, I don't just take anybody, and I'm not just going to just take your funds. So the first step is my wife, she sends out a disclaimer with all the questions. Not even a disclaimer. She sends out a questionnaire. So I need to know if you have the KSDS or not, what year car you have. Because if you have like a Genesis GV90, then I really can't help you. Or even a Kia Stinger, I can't help you. Unless you have the 4-cylinder, then maybe. But you know what I mean? Like if you're not really listed on any of these pages, I can't really help you. So that's where I'm going to be like, nope, I can't help you. Unfortunately, neither will my book. So I just tell you flat out, hey, I can't help you. Neither will my book. So outside of that, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Head on over to Carl's Garage. Check out those videos too. Hit that subscribe button. Leave all the comments down below. Ask all the questions down below. Any question that you have. And if you want to book an appointment with me, hit me up on my email. Everything will be down below.